Molecular orbital diagram of boron, carbon and nitrogen molecules. From the periodic table, as we have already discussed, the molecular orbital diagram of diatomic molecules of first two periods, starting from hydrogen to neon, only three atoms are remaining, and they are boron, carbon and nitrogen. These three atoms are very special, as in this case there is mixing of 2s and 2p orbitals takes place. This is also known as hybridization of atomic orbitals. So why mixing of atomic orbitals takes place? From boron, the number of electrons are now added in 2p orbitals, and it is very important to see that in these atoms the energy gap between 2s and 2p orbital is very low. As shown in the table, the energy difference between 2s and 2p orbitals are very low, around 400 to 600 kilojoules per mole in case of boron, carbon and nitrogen. But it is very high in case of oxygen and fluorine, around 1500 to 2000. So, as the energy of 2s and 2p orbital are almost similar, mixing of these orbitals is possible. Another important factor in mixing of atomic orbital is symmetry. This means for mixing of orbital, the direction or symmetry of orbital should match. For example, in case of two p orbitals, if the lobes are in different direction, they will have different symmetry, and if the lobes are in same direction, they will have same symmetry. In case of s and p orbital, symmetry axis exist, and because of these two favorable conditions, mixing of 2s and 2p orbitals takes place. When one s orbital and three p orbitals they mix together or they hybridize, they produce four orbitals of the same energy, and this is known as sp3 hybridization, where one s orbital and three p orbitals mix together to form four different orbitals of same energy. You can see from the diagram that four lobes of sp3 hybridized orbitals they are arranged in a tetrahedral manner so that the lobes are aligned towards the corner of a tetrahedral and the bond angle becomes 109 degrees. So if we take two atoms with hybridized orbitals or mixed 2s and 2p orbitals and try to arrange for the maximum possible overlap, we can find that the one lobe of these orbitals can overlap across the axis and form a sigma bond. Here the overlap will be maximum, so the energy of the orbital will be minimum. This is sigma 2s orbital in our molecular orbital diagram. Then there is possibility of lateral overlap of two lobes which are at 109 degrees to this lobe. They can overlap to form pi molecular orbitals indicated by 2 pi x, pi 2px and pi 2py orbitals in diagram. Both the orbitals will have the same energy and can be presented on same level. Now last lobe, which is in the opposite direction, have very less chances of overlap. Also, there are three small lobes of anti-bonding orbitals of already formed molecular orbitals which will try to repel the orbital overlap. So the energy of this orbital increases and it goes beyond the pi orbital. This is again axial overlap, so it is sigma bond, but the energy is very high. This is indicated by sigma 2pz orbitals in our diagram. This means after mixing, the energy of pi 2p and sigma 2p orbitals are now changed. Now let's try to make the molecular orbital diagram of boron with this concept of mixing of orbitals. In case of boron, as there are 5 electrons with electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. So 2s orbital and 2p orbital being almost same energy can be mixed or hybridized to create 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals of same energy with single electron in each, while one p orbital remains empty. So if you draw the molecular orbital diagram of boron molecule, first 1s orbital will not overlap, being inner shell orbital, creating non-bonding situation. Now, as there is mixing of 2s and 2p orbitals, one sigma bond is formed by axial overlap of one lobe of sp2 hybridized orbital, which is represented as sigma 2s and sigma star 2s orbitals. Then there will be 2 pi orbitals by lateral overlap of two lobes, making pi 2p and pi star 2p orbitals. And lastly, there will be one sigma bond represented by sigma 2pz and sigma star 2pz orbitals. Now, if we try to fill the electrons in pi 2p orbitals, two unpaired electrons can be accommodated. So electronic configuration becomes Kk sigma 2s2 sigma star 2s2 pi 2px1 pi 2py1. Now, as there are two unpaired electrons, the boron diatomic molecule should be paramagnetic in nature, and its bond order calculated from the formula bond order is equals to number of electrons in bonding minus number of electrons in antibonding divided by 2. It gives 1. This means there is one weak pi bond is formed between two boron atoms. Similarly, we can work for diatomic carbon molecule. In this case, carbon have 6 electrons with electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2 and 2p2. As orbitals of 2s and 2p have similar energy, they will mix themselves or hybridize. Similar molecular orbital diagram can be constructed where the energy of pi 2p orbital is lower than the sigma 2p z orbitals. And if we try to fill the electrons, it seems that pi 2p orbital have all paired electrons. With electronic configuration Kk sigma 2s2 sigma star 2s2 pi 2px2 pi 2py2. So as all the electrons are paired up, the molecule should be diamagnetic, and bond order calculated from the same formula comes to be 2. This means there are 2 pi bonds are formed in diatomic carbon molecule. Now finally, let's discuss the formation of diatomic nitrogen molecule. Here, nitrogen have 7 electrons with electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2 and 2p3. Here also 2s and 2p orbitals mix themselves and generate sp3 hybridized orbitals. So similar molecular orbital diagram can be constructed with lower pi 2p orbitals than sigma 2pz orbitals. Now again, we can fill the electrons, and it seems that here also all electrons are paired up. This means the molecule should be diamagnetic in nature, and bond order calculated from the same formula is 3. Therefore, triple bond is expected with one sigma bond and two pi bonds. It is expected that as the bond order increases from boron to carbon to nitrogen, bond becomes more and more stronger and bond energy and bond length decreases. Therefore, nitrogen molecule is most stable out of these three molecules. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment box, and in next video we will discuss the molecular orbital diagram of some important ions of oxygen. Till that, please support my channel by clicking on like button and share with your friends. And if you like to receive notification for new content, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.